This is a regular meeting of the Township Committee. Public notice of this meeting has been given as required by the Open Public Meetings Law. A resolution was adopted on January 1st, 2025, designating this date, this hall, and 7:30 p.m. as the time for this regular meeting of the Township Committee of the Township of Union in the County of Union. A notice of each and every meeting of the Township Committee was posted in accordance with the aforesaid Open Public Meetings Law in one public place reserved for the posting of ordinances and official notices of the Township of Union, namely the bulletin board next to the clerk's office. In addition thereto, a copy of said resolution was forwarded to the local source and Star Ledger. A copy of said resolution is on file with the clerk of the Township.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Good evening. This evening, the prayer will be given by Committeewoman Patricia Frazier, and Committeeman Joe Florio will lead the flag salute.
Let us bow our hearts and minds. God of power, might, wisdom, and justice, through you, authority is rightly administered, laws are enacted, and judgment is decreed. Assist this committee with your spirit of counsel and fortitude, and guide us to seek righteousness, justice, mercy, and assist us in leading our township with honesty and integrity. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Figueredo?
Here.
Ms. Terrell?
Here.
Ms. Frazier?
Here.
Mr. Florio?
Here.
Mayor Bowser?
Are here. Tonight, we have the Mayor's Award for the St. Patrick's Day Parade Committee. At this time, will I invite the committee to come in, please, and join us. Thank you. We have a number of awards to present today. First is for Grand Marshal Mark Doling. At this time, I'd like to read the proclamation. Mark Doling, Union County St. Patrick's Day Parade, presented on February the 20th, 2025. Whereas Mark Doling, a proud native of Westfield, New Jersey, has demonstrated an unwavering commitment to his Irish heritage, his family legacy, and his community. And whereas Doling deep-rooted Irish heritage with ancestry ties to counties Cork, Laois, Tyrone, and inspired him to carry forward the tradition of his family, including the great-grandfather founding of the Joseph Nugent Senior Association, the oldest independent Irish-American organization in New Jersey. And whereas Doling's, alongside his business partner, Russ Olden, opened Doling's Irish Pub and Restaurant in Roselle Park in 2015, creating a beloved gathering place that celebrates an Irish culture and fosters community spirit, even in the face of adversity such as challenge posed by the Hurricane Ida in 2021. And whereas Doling's dedication to his community extended far beyond his professional endeavors and includes his creative involvement in local events, fundraising initiatives, and his leadership roles as Vice President of the Joseph Nugent Senior Association, Executive Board Member of the Union County Celtic Festival, and whereas Doling's resilience and determination were exemplified by the triumphant reopening of Doling's Irish Pub in May 2024, a testament to his perseverance and commitment to preserving the family's legacy while continuing to serve as a cornerstone of the community. And now, therefore, I, James Bowser Jr., on behalf of the Township of Union, congratulate Mark Doling on being named the Grand Marshal of the 2025 Union County St. Patrick's Parade and acknowledge his dedication to preserving and promoting his Irish heritage and his unwavering commitment to serving and uplifting his community. Be it further resolved that a copy of this resolution suitably prepared and presented to Mark Doling as a token of our gratitude, signed James Bowser Jr., Joseph Florio, Manuel Figueredo, Patricia Garrett Frazier, and Sandra Terrell.
I just want to say thank you to the town of Union. This is a great honor. Very exciting times ahead for the next couple of weeks. A lot of stuff going on. We did a lot of fundraising this year. Jimmy and Gabby especially, they're the ones that, Jimmy puts the parade on the street. Gabby's the one that helps out with everything with the parade. But we'll see everyone March 15th, 1 o'clock down the street of Morris Avenue, 1 o'clock sharp. We'll see everyone there. Thank you very much.
At this time, we have a presentation for General Chairperson Gabby Sully will be given by Joe Florio.
Thank you very much, Mayor, and it's my honor tonight to give a testimonial resolution to Gabby Sullivan, who's going to be this year's St. Patrick's Day Parade Chairman. I'm going to read some highlights of her life and her career here. Gabby Sully was born in Livingston, New Jersey, to Jean and Trish Sully, and grew up in both Union and Cranford. Her Irish roots trace back on her paternal grandmother's side in Ballintuber County, Roscommon, and County Cork. Gabby attended elementary school in Union and graduated from Cranford Senior High School in 2013. She then received her Association in Arts and Communications from Union County College, Bachelor of Arts in Public Relations with a minor in Irish Studies from Hofstra University, and Master of Sciences in Global Sports Business from Rutgers University. Currently, Gabby serves as the social media and marketing specialist for Walsh's Pizza O'Reilly, that's it, Falanga LLP in Newark. She was previously the manager of social and digital content with the ECHL Premier AA Hockey League, affiliated with the National Hockey League itself. Gabby has been actively involved in the Union County St. Patrick's Day Parade since her early years, starting with holding the parade committee banner and marching with Girl Scout troops. She served as adjutant for the parade in 2023 and 2024. Her father, Gene, has served as both adjutant and general chairman in 2000 and 2008. Her stepmother, Debbie, has also served as general chairwoman in 2009 and adjutant in 2017. She's a member of the Nugents Association. Gabby currently resides in Cranford with her boyfriend, Peter. You know, on behalf of that, it's now therefore Mayor James Bowser Jr., on behalf of the Township of Union, congratulate Gabby Sully as being named the General Chair of the 2025 Union County St. Patrick's Day Parade and acknowledges her leadership and dedication to her heritage and unwavering commitment to fostering the community of spirits. And it's further resolved that a copy of this resolution suitably prepared will be presented to Gabby Sullivan as a token of our gratitude. Signed, James Bowser, Mayor, Joseph Florio, Manuel Figueredo, Patricia Garrett Frazier, and Sandra Terrell, committee. Congratulations.
Oh, yes.
Sit in the big chair again?
It's always so special to be here and sit in the big chair at Union Town Hall. Big thank you to the Township of Union, the Police Department, Fire Department, and DPW for their constant support of the Union County St. Patrick's Day Parade. We couldn't do it without their collaboration and effort. It really takes a village to put all of this on together. This year's parade is dedicated to youth athletics. For myself, Mark, and Jimmy, sports played a pivotal role in our collective lives, and we know we're not alone in that. right down the street at Beer Temple, I grew up playing suffragette softball, and me and Jimmy both played baseball at ESNA, me for a short stint, but Jimmy for a longer time. So sports in general is a really big part of all of our lives. As you heard before, I used to work in pro hockey, and it's a really special part for all of us. Friendly reminder that Parade Day is Saturday, March 15th at 1 p.m. I'd like to thank our sponsors, BCB Bank, Colliers Engineering, Hannon Floors, Air Dispensary, Villani Bus Company, and the County of Union Board of Commissioners. If you guys want to learn more about us or come to our events in the future, you guys can visit www.unioncountyparade.com. Thank you.
Next, we have the award for the adjutant, James Holmes, will be presented by Committeeman Manny Figueredo.
Thank you, Mayor. James Holmes is a lifelong resident of Union, New Jersey, and has demonstrated an unwavering commitment to his community, his Irish heritage, and the traditions of the Union County St. Patrick's Day Parade. And Holmes's Irish ancestry with roots in County Mayo, County Clare, County Donegal, and County Cavan has profoundly influenced his values, his work ethic, and commitment to honoring his family's legacy. He has dedicated his career to public service as a firefighter and inspector with the Township of Union Fire Department, where he works diligently to protect and serve his community, embodying the spirit of selflessness and bravery that defines his profession. And his involvement with the Union County St. Patrick's Day Parade began in his youth. That's the way we start, right, Mark? Starting exactly. My big hat here. As a member of the St. Patrick's Honor Guard, and he continued to uphold this tradition, inspired by his mom, Kathleen Holmes, right back there, who snatched the baby, who served as adjutant 2015 and general chairwoman 2018, and by his active membership in the Nugents Association. His leadership, integrity, and dedication to his Irish heritage make him an exemplary addition to the team, ensuring the continued success and vibrancy of the Union County St. Patrick's Day Parade as a celebration of Irish culture, unity, and pride. Therefore, Mayor James Bowser, on behalf of the Township of Union, congratulates James Holmes on being named the adjutant of the 2025 Union County St. Patrick's Day Parade, and acknowledge his unwavering commitment to his Irish roots, his leadership, and his dedication to serving the community. And we're going to present a copy of this resolution to James Holmes right now as a token of our gratitude, signed by James Bowser Jr., Mayor, Joseph Florio, Deputy Mayor, myself, Manny Figueredo, Patricia Guerra-Frazier, and Sandra Terrell. James, congratulations. Giving that goodie. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Absolutely. I feel like my wife. Not even going to deny it.
Don't worry, I won't sit in the big chair. Keeping it short and sweet, I'd like to thank the Parade Committee for nominating me. This is a big job, and I'm trying to do my best. I'd like to thank my friends and family. They definitely supported me doing this. And I'd also like to thank our honoraries for our division leads. That's going to be our lead division. It's going to be the Sean Young and Sean McDonough. Our protocol division is going to be our Ed Donnelly division. Our first division is going to be our Jim Cryan division. Our second division is going to be our Brennan and Handwriting division. Our third division is going to be dedicated to youth sports. And our fourth and final is going to be the Sean. It's going to be the, Sharon and Frank Loftus division. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Oh, okay, jump on.
Do your best, Natalie.
One of them good?
Just for good measure, smile.
Did anyone good?
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we got to pray for good weather.
60 and sunny, don't worry. Thank you.
It was a she. I know, I did the same thing.
Moving right along, can I have a motion to approve the minutes?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Madam Clerk, can we move on with the ordinances and resolutions?
I have for your consideration on second and final reading an ordinance amending Chapter 266-55 of the Municipal Code, parking prohibited at all times, to include a portion of Bonnell Court.
Move the ordinance be taken up for second and final reading.
Second.
All in favor?
An ordinance amending Chapter 266-55, Schedule 14, entitled Parking Prohibited at All Times by the Township Committee of the Township of Union, County of Union, State of New Jersey. This ordinance affects Bonnell Court.
Is there anyone from the public who wishes to speak on this ordinance?
Move the ordinance be adopted.
Second.
Mr. Figueredo?
Yes.
Ms. Terrell?
Yes.
Ms. Frazier?
Yes.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Bowser?
Yes.
Amending Chapter 266-44 of the Municipal Code, one-way streets, to include Bonnell Court.
Move the ordinance be taken up for second and final reading.
Second. Second.
An ordinance amending Chapter 266-54, Schedule 3, entitled One-Way Streets, by the Township Committee of the Township of Union, County of Union, State of New Jersey. This ordinance affects Bonnell Court.
Is there anyone from the public who wishes to speak on this ordinance?
Move the ordinance be adopted.
Second.
Mr. Figueredo?
Yes.
Ms. Terrell?
Yes.
Ms. Frazier?
Yes.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Bowser?
Yes.
Creating a stop intersection at Huguenot Avenue and Townley Avenue.
Move the ordinance be taken up for second and final reading.
Second.
An ordinance amending Chapter 266-49, Schedule 8, entitled Stop Intersections, by the Township Committee of the Township of Union, County of Union, State of New Jersey. This ordinance affects Huguenot Avenue.
Is there anyone from the public who wishes to speak on this ordinance?
Move the ordinance be adopted.
Second.
Mr. Figueredo?
Yes.
Ms. Terrell?
Yes.
Ms. Frazier?
Yes.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Bowser?
Yes.
The following resolutions: amending Resolution 2024-123, increasing the amount to Craft Power Company by $2,000 for a total amount not to exceed $13,760 for the 2024 generator maintenance.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor?
Authorizing the tax assessor and the tax appeal attorney to file counterclaims.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing the tax assessor and tax appeal attorney to file appeals.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Authorizing the tax assessor and tax appeal attorney to execute stipulations of settlement with respect to tax appeals.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing a professional service agreement with Lee M. Tesler Esquire to represent the township in connection with outstanding issues with Dobco Inc. for an amount not to exceed $10,000.
Move to approve the agreement.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Amending Resolution 2025-54, increasing the amount to Morton Salt Inc. by $100,000 for a total amount not to exceed $200,000 for the purchase of sodium chloride rock salt.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing payment of all approved vouchers for solid waste collection, haulage, and disposal at the interim rate of $75.09 per ton for household waste and $119.12 per ton for bulky waste for the month of January.
Motion to approve the payment.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Supporting legislation to publish legal notices on official government websites.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Ask you to approve the finances as listed on the agenda.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The following communications from Terry Melanda, tax collector, requesting the Township Committee authorize checks issued to the following, representing the redemption of tax sale certificates as listed on the agenda.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I have department reports from the Municipal Court, Police Department, and Fire Department.
Move to approve received and filed reports.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
That concludes my part of the agenda.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. At this time, we'll move on to department reports. First, we have Sandra Terrell, the Police Commissioner.
Thank you. So I just have a few updates from our police department for the period of February 10th through February 24th, 2025. We had 1,553 direct patrols. We had 2,667 calls for service, and there were 77 arrests made. And if anybody's keeping track, those numbers are down slightly from the last reporting period. And for our enforcement programs, for the period of February 8th through February 21st, in the truck enforcement, we had 20 stops, 18 tickets were issued, and 3 of those were residents. In the red light enforcement program, we had 57 stops, we had issued 60 tickets, and 14 of those were residents. And then in our speed initiative program, there were 99 stops, 78 tickets were issued, and 13 of those were residents. And then just a few highlights. On February 19th, 2025, Union Police received a call from a resident who, through video surveillance, observed at least 2 individuals attempting to break into her family home. Officers were immediately dispatched and arrived at the scene within 1 minute. Upon arrival, the first officers on the scene confirmed a residential burglary had occurred as the rear door had been forcibly broken. As additional officers responded, they spotted a suspicious vehicle in the area and attempted a traffic stop. The driver exited the vehicle and attempted to flee on foot, but was quickly apprehended after a brief pursuit. A second suspect was found attempting to run across Route 22 and was also taken into custody after another foot chase. Investigators later determined that the suspects were part of a well-organized criminal group that targets businesses or business owners using counter-surveillance tactics. The investigation remains ongoing, but the 2 arrested suspects have been charged accordingly and are now residing in county jail. So that said, the Union Police Department remains committed to community outreach and residential support as a top priority. Clear, effective, and open communication is essential to addressing residents' concerns. A clear line of communication ensures timely and effective responses to the concerns of our residents. That said, our Neighborhood Watch program is a proactive crime prevention initiative that encourages residents to get involved in the fight against crime and keeping our community safe. The department is actively seeking new members to get involved and help to strengthen this program. For more information or to become part of the Neighborhood Watch program, please contact our Community Policing Bureau at 908-851-5252. Thank you. That concludes my report.
Thank you, Commissioner Terrell.
Anytime.
At this time, I'll ask Commissioner DPW Manny Figueredo.
Thank you, Mayor. From our road division, our township mechanics built an attachment for our wheel loader to safely transport our salt conveyor, and we're currently training a few of the employees on that wheel loader. Now, you know we've had this pesky weather the past 2 months, so our DPW people have been out working. You hear them when you're asleep, you hear that plow, you hear the salter. In January, we put down 23,700 gallons of brine, and we put down 533 tons of salt in January. In February, we had to kick that up because of the weather. Again, it's been very pesky. 26,700 gallons of brine and 1,183 tons of salt. Our sewer division had DEP inspections at all 7 township pump stations, and pump stations are only important when something happens and you need them. So it's important that they're working in case of flooding. Very important that these are inspected and they're all working. They've been flushed out and cleared 5 sanitary line blockages, had 3 after-hour emergency call-outs for sanitary issues. There were 44 enzyme applications to eliminate grease in various of the sanitary lines, 1 catch basin repair, and they exercised all township generators. From our shade tree division, we removed 8 hazardous trees, cleaned up 5 locations with down-treed and branches, removed 2 stumps, and assessed 60 locations for hazardous trees and/or sidewalks. From our grounds division, during our 24-25 leaf season, Grounds Department cleaned up 120 township properties, leaving approximately 20 locations to be completed. A few plow damage locations will be taken care of later this spring as the weather gets a little warmer. And as always, all concerns and all your inquiries regarding Division of Public Works can be addressed. You can call Public Works 908-686-1922, but we do encourage you to utilize the report of concern which is featured on our township website, and if you look at it today, we have a brand-new website, so check that out. And Mayor, that concludes my report.
Thank you. Now, at this time, we have Patricia Guerra-Frazier for Fire Department.
The Fire Department report is as follows. Union Fire Department responded to 214 emergency calls for service this 2-week period, with 114 of the calls being for medical services. Members have completed 524 hours of web-based training this period and numerous hours of hands-on training. Some significant events. On February 10th, FD responded to Morris Avenue and Lorraine Avenue for a motor vehicle rollover. Upon arrival, one occupant needed to be extricated from the vehicle and was uninjured. On February 18th, FD responded to the Union Station for a train derailment. Final investigation revealed that 22 cars derailed along with the containers on those trains. No injuries occurred, and Conrail worked diligently to get the tracks reopened with very minimal damage. Train traffic resumed during the commuter rush on the evening of the 20th. On February 19th, FD responded to Garden State Parkway for a large brush fire burning on the southbound side. The fire started advancing up the hill, moving towards the rear yards of houses on Earl Street. No damage to the residents' homes were incurred. On February 20, FD responded to Morris Avenue for a mail truck that was fully involved. As protocol, Union County fire investigators, along with the postal police, were requested on the scene. On behalf of the Township Committee, we want to express our condolences to our dear friend Maria Sparaccio and her family for their loss during a tragic accident on Morris Avenue. Some winter safety trips. Smoke alarms. Please test your smoke alarms and carbon monoxide detectors periodically, especially before cooking. Install alarms on every level of your home, especially near bedrooms. Fire extinguishers. Keep a fire extinguisher nearby and know how to use them. I need to buy a second one. You should have actually more than one. Space heaters. Maintain at least 3 feet of space between space heaters and flammable materials. Chimneys and vents. Have a professional clean and inspect your chimney and vents annually. And fire escape plan. Create a plan for you and your family, especially if you have young ones at home, and practice that escape route in case of a fire. That concludes my report.
Thank you, Commissioner. At this time, Commissioner Joe Florio for the Senior Center and Rec Department.
Thank you very much, Mayor. This is a report from our Recreation Department. The Union Recreation Department will be hosting 2 car care educational classes coming up this spring on April 6th and May 4th. This 1-hour class will be taught by an experienced certified mechanic. Participants of this past session included teenagers who still had the permit, 2 young drivers owning their first car, 2 more experienced drivers who just never had the time to learn these skills. Key skills covered in car care education include checking tire pressure and tread depth, changing tires, maintaining fluid levels and filters, changing wiper blades, and more. The program can give all drivers a sense of confidence so they can take pride in their vehicle. The fee is just $20, and there's online registration is now open. Save the date. 2 important dates have been set for April that the Recreation Department would like to share. Online registration for summer camp will begin on Wednesday, April 9th at 12 noon. This program will sell out, so mark your calendar to be ready for registration day. This is a very popular program. If you're interested to get your sons or daughters in it, you need to register as soon as you can. Also, Union Recreation will be hosting its annual Easter egg hunt on Saturday, April 12th. More information will follow on social media, so check back for March for more results. From our Senior Citizens Department, for Health and Wellness, Tuesday, March 4, 2025, between 9:30 and 11:30, a nurse will be providing health maintenance and check preventive service. Take advantage of that. Behind the Music, Friday, February 26th at 12 to 1. Join us on a musical journey as we explore the lyrics, meanings, and inspirations that shape your favorite tunes. Dive deep into the emotions, experiences, and creative processes of artists from all genres. Whether you're a music lover or just curious about what lies behind the music, this is your chance to connect with the heart and soul of the songs that you love. The Book Club on Monday, March 10th at 1:30. Book discussions are a great way to connect with fellow readers, share diverse perspectives, and build meaningful relationships. They provide a space where everyone can express their thoughts, explore new ideas, and deepen their understanding of a book. Open discussion about Tom Lake by Anne Pratchett. Next book selection, Remarkably Bright Creatures by Shelby Van Pelt, is about a widow and her unlikely connection with a giant Pacific octopus. After her husband's death, Tova Sutherland took up a night shifts mopping floors and tidying up the Soul Bay Aquarium. Stress Busters, we use that. Every Tuesday, March 4th, 11th, 18th, 25th, and then in April, the 1st, 8th, and 15th, and 22nd, and 29th. Every Tuesday, okay, in March and April, from 1:30 to 3 p.m. 9-week evidence-based program involves interactive sessions, demonstrations of stress management techniques, group discussions, and personal guidance to help caregivers apply these strategies effectively in their daily lives. Also fostering resilience and maintaining personal wellness throughout the caregiving journey. Card making workshop. We expected to announce a fun and creative way, an elaborate way, an occasion on card making. This craft workshop involves designing and handcrafting personalized greeting cards for birthdays, holidays, anniversaries, and other special events. By working with a variety of materials like cardstock, stamps, patterned papers, embellishments, and more, each card is uniquely crafted to make the moment even more memorable. Get ready to create one-of-a-kind cards that truly reflect your personal style and the special people in your life. Celebrating Women's History, Friday, March 7th at 11. Union County Board of County Commissioners, through the Office of Cultural and Heritage Affairs, will recognize the achievement of women throughout the history and their impact of society today. Upcoming trips and events. Wind Creek Casino, Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, on March 20th. $4 per ticket. Departures on Jeanette Avenue. Paper Mill Playhouse, always a nice place to go. Take the Lead, April 7th, 2025, $30 per ticket. Departure Senior Center, based on the 2006 film starring Antonio Banderas. Take a Lead tells the true story of Pierre Dulaine, who brought ballroom dance into New York City schools. For further information, you can contact our Senior Center at 908-851-5290. That's my report for tonight, Mayor.
Thank you, Commissioner. Before I dive into the upcoming township events, I would like to congratulate Union resident Bill Gaithwaite, who won the 2025 Drew Hines Literature Prize, one of the nation's most prestigious prizes for a collection of short stories. Bill Gaithwaite collection, A Place in the World, will be published by the University of Pittsburgh on October the 7th, 2025. Black History Month Art Gallery. Join us on Friday, February the 28th from 6 to 9 p.m. at the Vauxhall Meeting Center for a special art gallery event to close out our 2025 Black History Month calendar. Experience the powerful work of local black artists while enjoying an evening of creativity, culture, and community. Admission is free. Guests can enjoy complimentary refreshments and hors d'oeuvres. Skate night. Join us for a fun night on March the 8th from 6:10 to 7:40 p.m. for our Union Skate Night. For just $5, you can enjoy ice, listen to great tunes from a DJ, grab delicious food from our food trucks. Register today via uniontownship.com to secure your spot. Also, we have from the Union Public Library, the Comic Plus. The Union Public Library recently introduced Comics Plus, the newest addition to their digital resource for the Union Public Library cardholders. Enjoy unlimited access to thousands of age-appropriate digital graphic novels, manga, and picture books 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Pet license. If you have not licensed your pet for the coming year, please remember you can easily do that by contacting our town clerk. Applications can either be picked up in person or via our website, uniontownship.com. Please do not forget proof of the vaccination is required. If you have any questions, please contact our clerk at 908-851-8501. Everbridge notifications. Please sign up for emergency and general notifications online at uniontownship.com. These dates are also posted on Facebook at Twitter, TWP, Union, New Jersey. At this time, I'd like to open up the meeting for public comment. Just remember that 5-minute rule. If you wish to speak and make comments, please come up and remember to give your name and where you live. Come forward.
Good evening. Is this on? Can you hear me? Oh.
Yes.
My name's Ian Roundtree. I live at 38 Franklin Street. Just have a few things I wanted to address here. We recently had a increase on our taxes. I'm not quite sure why or what's changed in the town. Like I said, we live at 38 Franklin Street. We've had absolutely nothing done to our neighborhood. Our street has not been paved in almost the 20 years we've been living there. We have a T intersection that has no stop sign, constant problems there. I'm curious to see, we're right next to one of the pumping stations. Excuse me, I know you had mentioned that they were monitoring the pumping stations. We are coming into the hurricane season, and we'd like to know that we're all going to be safe after we've been flooded twice, destroying all the houses and had to rebuild everything. Let's see, what else do I have here? There's also a town property, I believe, at 2 Muir Place. It's on the corner of Muir Place and West Line. Does not have a house there. It has a sidewalk where the young kids wait for the bus. That sidewalk has been destroyed for 20 years from the tree roots, and nothing's been done to it. So we're just trying to get some answers on why our neighborhood is so neglected for almost the 20 years we've been there. Across the street, close to Manny's Texas Wiener, all the streets on that side have all been repaved in the last couple of years with all new Belgian block curbing. 5 streets in a row. Ours has not been touched. So, just wondering what's going on. The other thing is the river on the opposite side of my street, between us and Milburn. We've noticed that on the opposite side, Milburn has done some bolstering or some concrete work or something on their side. Nothing's been done on our side. There's been no desnagging or dredging of the river either. So I'd like to get some info on that too. Last question is the town engineer still Mr. Hardner?
No.
No? Who's the present town engineer?
Township engineer is Joseph Venezia, and assistant is Vincent Allen.
Okay. All right, thank you. I'm going to follow up with
What I
that.
suggest you do is give your name and address to the clerk, and she'll forward it to our BA, business administrator, and we'll follow up on your comments.
Yeah, there's just quite a few.
Yeah, you got a long list there. We'll take a look at those.
Literally, if you came down
Yeah.
any one of our streets,
Yeah.
when you fill a pothole, there's a small patch. There's so many patches that you
Right.
can't even see the actual road. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. It's Band-Aid after Band-Aid after Band-Aid, and it needs a surgery. Oh, my last concern, excuse me, and I'm trying to keep it within the 5 minutes. I just saw across from Five Guys Burgers and Fries, there's a large property that's it has a sign on it. It's been for sale for a while. It's a good-sized property. The back side of that property abuts Muir Place. Now, it says it's approved for luxury condominiums. Now, I know there's tons of condominiums being built in town. I don't mind condominiums. My concern is, where is all the waste from however many units they put on that property? Is that now going to tee into our sewer main, which is already undersized? I'd like to get some info on that, too.
Well, like I said, provide your information to the clerk. We'll be getting back to you.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Appreciate your time.
Okay, yes. Anyone else wishing to speak?
Catherine Lasowski, 2269 Balmoral Avenue in Union. This is something that I've been thinking about for a really long time because I experience it every time I go on the road. And on the corner of Winslow Avenue and Vauxhall Road, there should really be a light there. I mean, I know I'm not the only one. My niece, when she came to visit from California, she always says, oh, there needs to be a light here. I mean, you can't really make a left until there's like cars that just, you just can't go. And then the same thing coming the other way on Commerce Avenue when you come to Vauxhall to make a left and then make a right. I mean, there should be two lights there, actually. I even saw somebody that was on a motorcycle land in the street. I mean, I'm sure there's been accidents and things happening, and I've been saying it for years, and I said, oh, I'm just going to see what I can do, and then I'm busy and I don't, so I'm here now, and I just thought I'd mention that. I don't know if anybody's ever mentioned it, but it's something to definitely
Let me comment on that.
Okay.
What you just mentioned is a situation that I had observed about 2 years ago, and we contacted the county to actually install a light at that particular location, and within the next month or so, there will be a light there, traffic light.
Oh, great news. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
It's a long process, that's the thing. It
Yeah.
takes a number of years, once you start the inquiry to really
Yeah.
get to fruition. So,
All right. That's
so
great. Thank you. That's great news. And the other question I have, because I've been in touch with engineering, who is Mr. Hoover? Is that
Mr. Who?
Mr. Hoover? I just.
He's one of our engineers.
Oh, okay. It says, because I was just checking on the sewer and the drainage, and they said they'll try to arrange something. Can have the inspector check and advise Mr. Hoover of his findings. I don't know. So I'm not really sure who Mr. Hoover is, but I just thought I would ask while I'm here.
Okay.
And the other thing is a pothole formed right in front of us, actually, right in front of, it's new though, it just formed in the street. So about maybe maybe about a month ago, a month and a half. I don't know how they come around and fill them, but I just thought I'd mention it, in case nobody knows, I don't know. Yeah.
Can you provide your address and contact information to our clerk, and we'll follow up on that, on the questions you raised?
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is a good time for me to put a plug in for the report of concern feature
Yep.
that is on our website. Please, if you're watching this or if you're in the gallery and you have concerns like trees, potholes, go on there, enter the address, put the issue in, and it will get resolved. It will get resolved. So thank you.
Are there any further questions from the public? Come forward.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ashley Pavone. I live in 1978 Patton Road. I moved about a year and a half ago. One of the biggest things I was looking forward to moving from New York to Union was the accessibility to the library, to parks, and everything being somewhat nearby. The closest park to me is Situate Park. It's one street over from Patton Road. To get there, you have to cross Vauxhall. And it has been extremely, extremely dangerous with a small child having to cross Vauxhall. There is a crosswalk, there's a sign that says 25 miles per hour, which everyone kind of ignores. You're coming off Route 22, everyone's speeding, and it's downhill right after Route 22, so you can't fix things going downhill. There are signs for pedestrians to walk, which that's my biggest issue. I go right under the sign holding my child, not a single car stops. Not a single car slows down, and I've been struggling with this for over a year. At first, when I moved, I thought, hey, this is a park no one goes to. This is perfect. We can just hang out. Now I'm realizing, wow, this is a park no one goes to because it's unsafe to get there. Just this weekend, I tried going with my daughter and my 2-year-old nephew to the park. Again, I don't see the point in driving one street over to get to a park that should be safe. And with 2 kids, waving my hand under the street sign, not a single car slowed down or stopped. Eventually, I just had to wait for cars to stop passing and make a run for it with 2 kids. So I just didn't even know where to start, so I started sending some emails, coming here tonight and hoping, one, just to get more involved in the community that I am part of, but trying to understand how we can make Situate Park safer for kids to access. My mother who doesn't drive, I don't let her go to the park with the baby. My nanny, same thing, who didn't drive. She just can't go to the park with my child because it's just unsafe.
What street was that again?
Patton Road, 1978 Patton.
Patton where? I know Patton. What's the crosswalk or cross street?
So it's right off Vauxhall.
Right off Vauxhall.
Right off
Vauxhall Road.
Vauxhall. So as soon as you turn Vauxhall, Patton Road, 3 houses over.
Have you been in contact with the police department on this?
I recently reached out to Sergeant Oliveira.
Oliveira.
So I left the phone call, and then he called me back, because in my initial voicemail, I'm like, maybe there needs to be a speed bump. No one's paying attention to the signs, right? So I don't think a sign helps at this point. There's 2. He said, we can't really do a speed bump. The most we can do is put up a warning that there will be a crosswalk approaching, but I don't, and he also said that's very expensive, so that's item number 1. With an area that doesn't have a lot of foot traffic, maybe that's why it doesn't.
Right.
But I agree with him that that's just another patch, it's just another Band-Aid, right? Because if a mother holding 2 kids isn't fixing the problem, I don't know what a warning for the crosswalk that people should abide by if that's not working. So I'm not sure what the answer is. I just came to bring this to your attention and see if there is area for improvement there.
Okay, thank you for your comments.
Thank you.
At this point.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mayor, I just wanted to weigh in. I did receive the email from you, forwarded it to the police director. That's why Sergeant Oliveira, who's in charge of our traffic division, reached out. I know that he looked at some of your immediate concerns. I think he is continuing to look at this to see if there's something that we can do to help alleviate some other concerns.
And I appreciate that. That was great. That was helpful. He said he'd do some detailing, but that's also, a little bit of a temporary approach, so just trying to see what else is out there to fix this. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else wishing to speak?
I'll be quick. Good evening, everyone. My name is Eduardo Rodriguez. I live in 23 Christine Street in the city of Elizabeth. And I'm here just to tell you about a state website, Unclaimed Funds. I found some money for Union Township, and I've also listed all the businesses that have claims on there. I've also shown examples. I've done it for my prior job. And for the city of Elizabeth, I found about $850,000. So if you follow up and put those claim numbers, I can't tell you how much it is. They can range from $40 to, there's a check there for the city of Elizabeth for $286,000. So it's a wide range. And there's also a list of all the businesses that have claims here. I'm going to reach out to the Chamber of Commerce too, but any help you can provide to do it, because at the end of the day, it really just bothers me that this money, other people's money, is just sitting down in Trenton. So any questions, my personal email is on there. And as I promised, I will be quick.
Thank you.
No problem.
Anyone else wishing to speak? Seeing none, can I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.